What are kinescopes and how did they record 1950s TV? Imagine a time before digital recordings, when capturing a television show meant something very different. In the 1950s, recording live TV was a real challenge. That's where kinescopes played a vital role. They were films made by filming the actual TV screen during a broadcast. This process involved pointing a special camera at a television monitor showing the live program. The camera would record the images directly from the cathode ray tube of the television. The film used was usually either 16 millimeters or 35 millimeters wide. This method was the main way to save, delay, and share live TV shows before videotape technology arrived in 1956. The process was quite precise for its time. A specially synchronized film camera was mounted inside a large box. It focused on a high-quality monochrome or black and white TV screen. The camera ran at 24 frames per second, while the TV displayed images at 30 frames per second in an interlaced format. To match these different speeds, a clever shutter mechanism was used. It paused briefly during each frame to take a picture, then moved during the TV's vertical blanking interval. This interval lasted less than 2 milliseconds and allowed the camera to capture smooth motion from the live broadcast. Once the film was developed, it could be broadcast later or shipped to other stations. For example, a show recorded on the East Coast could be sent to the West Coast, where live broadcasts weren't simultaneous due to time zone differences. Although kinescopes often looked grainy or fuzzy compared to live TV, they were essential for sharing programs nationwide. They also helped preserve shows that might otherwise have been lost forever. Kinescopes weren't just for rebroadcasting. Advertisers used them to create samples of commercials, and they helped in editing processes. Some hybrid systems combined film and live TV, like the Electronicam, which used kinescope recordings for editing and production. These recordings are a fascinating glimpse into the early days of television. They show how engineers and producers overcame technical limits to bring entertainment into American homes. While today's digital recordings are clearer, kinescopes are important historical artifacts. They capture the look and feel of 1950s live television, with all its immediacy and charm. They tell stories of a time when television was still new and full of creative solutions. In the end, kinescopes helped shape the legacy of television broadcast technology, bridging the gap between live performance and recorded media.